And I understand you would have seen so much Sierra content by now.
But MotorInc first, remember?
Yeah. So let me put it this way. This is a car that can be an absolute benchmark.
On what fronts?
In its segment.
Okay.
Overall. Like, this is a car that can be an absolute benchmark. But for now, I'm going to say hold off for 6 to 8 months before you buy a Sierra. Yeah. So there are several reasons for this, which is the traditional, things that we find with Tata. So in many ways, this story is completely unsurprising.
Okay.
It's all the familiar things that we'll talk about with whether it's Tata, whether it's Mahindra, right? That it's so close, but
not there just yet.
Yeah, right? So those kind of things. But there are many highlights in this story, which you look at now at the Sierra and you look at Tata and you think a bit differently.
Got it.
You say, oh, they have made a step here. They made a step here. There are several fronts like that where they've gone and shown that, yeah, we can do it. So that's the cool part in the story, which is why this car can certainly be a benchmark. And almost like, if you think about it, they've got 1 year to work on this, because we've seen the Seltos that's come as the unveil. The Creta, which is going to be a car that we'll talk about time and again, especially in QFC when we get there, because that's our reference car in this segment. The Creta is a reference car in this segment, and the next generation Creta is still some time away.
Right.
And so Tata have the opportunity to get the Sierra right, done, properly finished by the time the Creta arrives.
So if you were to crystallize this as a progress bar, you'd say the Sierra progress bar is at what, 90% and 10% left, 85, 15 left?
I would say, yeah, it's 85.
Got it. Okay.
It's pretty much there. It's the details that need to be worked out.
It's always the details.
Yeah, it's always the details.
Yeah.
The other thing that will get it all the attention in the world is its design. Right? Now, this is a car that draws a lot of attention.
Yeah.
They have worked really hard to get that Sierra look, and I think I want to park that Sierra angle altogether.
Why?
It's trying hard to be a Sierra. I don't really think it's a Sierra.
Oh, what went missing, Karthik?
I think, and in this regard, I will give Mahindra their due, right? Like when they went from Scorpio to Scorpio N, they built... Okay, let's take the Fortuner as an example.
Okay.
Right? The Fortuner has that aura about it. It has that appeal about it because of its size. If tomorrow the next generation Fortuner comes and is a smaller car, you will not look at it in the same way.
It will not have the same fortune for sure.
Yeah. So while you may buy the tag,
this is a smaller car.
Yeah. So this is 100% a good-looking car. It's a 100% well-proportioned car. It has a great stance to it. I think it really does work. But I think the Sierra name has forced certain things onto it, which do feel forced, and which we'll discuss about as we go on with the car. Are they deal breakers? 100% no. But when you start interacting with the car, you're like, nah, okay, this is just something that had to happen.
Legacy, history, strong old brand names, etc., they can really get in the way of manufacturers trying to do new stuff too. There is an opportunity there because you assume that some amount of brand connect is already built and some amount of cachet is already available for you to leverage, but it also causes other issues, and it's true for all kinds of products. There are Harley-Davidsons that suffer from being labeled Harley-Davidson. There are the Java ESDs are a great example of bikes where the legacy became so important that the bikes weren't so good to start with, etc. This happens over and over and over again.
And in this regard, if you just think about it, like if we think now and the future, right? This is now. It's done. But now, of the three legendary names that Tata had, right? Safari, Sierra, Sumo. 2 have already been used.
Yeah.
Only the Sumo remains.
Right.
But the point is, what after this? If you had to have one vehicle above this, and which is where the market is going to go, right?
Yes.
When people move up from this, what are you going to have? Then you'll have to create a name.
Yeah.
for that. So I think this, anyways, forget about the name for now. And I think this is only for people like us who would have seen the Sierra, known what it looked like and what
Correct.
it felt like, that it feels like it's good looking and it has certain connections, but it doesn't have that aura about it.
I just want to set context. I'll take one sentence
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do
please.
it. Okay. When the Pulsar 220 came out, for example, it was the biggest Pulsar. When the 250, N250, F250 Pulsars came out, they were meant to be the biggest pulsars. Now we have the NS400Z as the biggest pulsar. I want you to just take the idea of the 250 and the 400 out of the equation today. Think about what you understand of Pulsar as a brand and think what would be the right size for a motorcycle that represented 2026's largest Pulsar. And you'll discover that the number will be a 500 or maybe even a 650 twin. And it's that contextualization where the Sierra name has a weird thing. Because back in the day, it was in a field of one. The reference points were almost zero. Today, it is entering effectively a running river. And where it settles in, it's very difficult to call.
Tata's made several big steps with the Sierra, and I'm really excited about it, as you may have seen in this clip. But there are things that are holding me back from recommending it to you right now. So, what are they, and what should you wait for? These are all details that you can find out on the entire conversation that I had with Shumi about the Tata Sierra. It's playing on the MotorInc app right now, and that's the full length conversation on YouTube. It's shorter by about 40 minutes because it's missing questions from circles. We'll see you on the app, I hope.